Greetings, I am Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And let's date some dragons
together.
together. Or at least let's try. We're not actually dating any of them, so we don't even know that this is actually a dating game. We just assume. It was in the Otome section, so right now it's just a bunch of hanging around and staring at people and going, bye, you made me drop things.
You know what I think is actually really funny? That's one of the things that's kind of confused me about Obey Me and everything else. Where you're like, are you actually going on a date? It just seems like we're casually sort of like, hello, I see you, I pet your head, I tweak your nipples, I play with your ears, and then I walk away from you, and that's a date.
Or
and then you kind of get like...
It builds intimacy. We're talking about Obey Me rather than Mystic Dragons.
It's
but
fine,
still,
but this feels kind of
they all
similar.
feel really like, I will just listen to you talk around me, protest, and then be dragged through a story.
Except kind of like the only one I think that has more solidly gone into more date range to me, in my standards of dating, has really been the Arcana.
Because you actually go
out,
kind of, somewhere together.
Like, you're actually spending more time together doing things, but it doesn't really feel
But it's artificial isolation all the time, so you're not really spending time together.
You're not going out of your way to spend time with this person at all.
It's just happening.
Like,
it's just happening.
You're just sort of forced into it.
So none of the Otome games we've ever played, we've ever gone out on a date. No one has ever been like, would you like to go on a date with me? And then we stand up and we go, sure. And then we go to
Let's go on a date with me.
Just for the way. You know what? That would be a great Otome game. Go on a date with me. And it literally is an experience where you get to know someone by going out of your way to go out with them, and you have to manage other tasks. Like, you have to go to your school where they don't go, and you have to go and do your chores and stuff where they aren't there, unless you arrange to sort of have them there.
Right.
And so you have to time manage around trying to date them outside of your real life.
Well, it would also be really interesting too if they had something of being date, let's say it was a genre where they're date people that are in let's do college, since a lot of people are uncomfortable with high schoolers, even though most of the dating games seem to be aimed at high schoolers, which kind of cracks me up, of being like, we can't do underage stuff! Except you're all, by that standard, technically underage, and this is fictional. You really want to tell me they're going to cover every single teacher and
the line on my page is only 2 minutes old. Can't look at it yet.
Oh no, the consent! Anyway,
so I'm Smol, and welcome to my Mystic Dragon. With Lies, this head will have a lot of opinions.
It's okay, go ahead.
If you're here for the first time, welcome.
We suggest you go somewhere else.
We suggest that you
do another episode.
Start at the goodbye.
I'm going to tell you guys
we hate new viewers. Go away. No, try starting at the beginning of the series.
So I dare you to not subscribe. I dare you to not follow and share and like and comment and then go to our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. It would be the worst. Anyway, keep
going. Whew. Thank you, Dylan. Yeah, thank you for standing up for me.
It was my pleasure, whatever that was. Besides, I'm beginning to see that the people in charge aren't always right.
That's fine. I'm having the hardest time remembering how we got here, but I remember it was a non sequitur when we ended here, too.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, how did we end up here?
Like, what?
All right, the people in charge aren't always right.
I can't just sit back and keep quiet about that.
Well, I appreciate the help. It was about the boss.
Oh, right, yes.
Although I'm not actually sick, so that was an exaggeration, which is actually a lie, which, I am upset.
The thing is so one of those things that bothers me is in relation to that, because I could see where I think my friend was going with that, was that there is a serious amount of, work gatekeeping, where they're, especially here in the United States, because we do not have socialized healthcare, because people really are just but if you don't work, you're basically gonna die, you will just lose your job. People really will just fire you and you'll be screwed, kind of thing. And so it really sucks where you're even if you have a bad mental health day and you're if I go in, I'm going to be the biggest asshole because I'm so unhappy. You have to always justify everything to your bosses, every time to your managers, all the time, desperately hoping that they won't fire you, even though they don't really pay you very well.
I say, unless they have an attendance policy and you're safe within the bounds of the policy.
Right.
But still, you then have to work around that policy. But all of us who are in management are trained really aggressively if you can't let people abuse the attendance policy, because then we can't count on that labor and those employees.
Right.
And especially in manufacturing, it can be really brutal because you literally have teams that are a certain number of people, and without that number of people, you cannot do it.
Yeah, there's no backup. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all there was. And we definitely, I worked under the same situations that my good friend Liz here was actually, she was trained to do that. So
yes. And it's one of those things where you try and have to there's certain procedures you follow, but you're basically letting people know consistently, okay, here's when your job will end if you don't attend.
Right.
All right.
I know. You might not be ill, but I know something's wrong.
Really? How did you know that? That's amazing.
You know about the whole thing with the daughter and everybody?
Honestly, I was doing fine until you guys showed up, and then I was not doing fine, and so what's wrong is that you're all stressing me out, and I'm confused. But that's cool.
Is this about Mr. Fox and his daughter?
It wouldn't really be directly about them so much as what it is about you guys in relation to me, in relation to Mr. Fox and his daughter, in relation to the fact that
In relation to my
has anyone told
grandpa.
you recently that I have just been told that I'm a Dragon Slayer princess? Actually?
And also...
Like, this has happened in the last 5 days of my life, and that dragons are real, and that there's a whole other world where they live, and that I'm supposed to marry one of them, and then maybe not, because there's another princess. So, you know, it's been a lot, okay?
Well, and then your grandpa, who apparently made a deal with a loan shark.
I just
I'm
have
sorry.
a lot on my mind right now. Everything seems very serialized. This feels like a serialized fanfic
It
right
really
now.
does. And it also seems like a poorly done one, where basically we're not in on the fandom, so this is a little bit exasperating. I see.
What if this was actually a fanfic of something? Like, what if there is this bigger, like, canon that we don't know about, and this is basically just a twisting of the four main characters into something else?
So what we're saying is this is the drama CD to the show, sort of thing, you know, because they have extra bits in there, but they
Or even
usually
more
go
than
off
that, it's basically a Harry Potter we're not familiar with, or a, you know, like some giant fantasy novel series that we're not familiar with. It's a Hunger Games we don't know about.
Oh, look!
Where they went alternate reality.
It's
It's Dragon Boys after this girl.
It's a Song of Ice and Fire that we don't know about.
Right?
It's true.
Something like that.
Yep,
Right.
I see. Is there anything I can do for you?
Well, you already did something for me, so I don't know.
Ah,
You could just be here for me, right there on that spot in the road, because while this is not, that's a line painted down the middle, and we're standing in the middle of the road. Do you know we spent one of the very first episodes pulling one of you guys out of the road? By the way, we should get out of the road.
can we not do this
So
again?
be here for me, right here, and I'm gonna step over there, and when the car comes, move.
Of course.
Excellent.
Yes, I agree. Oh, what a huge puddle. Here, let me pull off my clothing.
This is suddenly red.
Why are we doing this to this character?
Honestly, he should remove the puddle. He's a water dragon.
He is.
Why does the puddle matter? Why do you
Please,
care about the
I'm
puddle?
afraid.
Yeah, it rained earlier? Come on, let's go around. No, I will move it with my dragon powers.
I love the fact that you just called it going, no, I'm gonna move the puddle. I'm like, you could also just walk through it and the puddle will move away from you? Does it
I
always...
will part the seas for you.
Moses!
I had no idea that's what Moses looked like. Good job, him.
Hey! His name is actually, like, Sphinx Dylan Moses.
The
You didn't know it.
The Egyptian was like, I love me a baby dragon in the water. I will raise it.
Hey!
I will
Hold
call
on.
it my own.
Hold on, Smol.
What? To what? Oh, God.
This is so edgy.
Bending down. I try not to check out his ass. But Dylan touches his hand to the water.
He's got quite a bit of trench coat there, so I'm not sure you're gonna be...
At this point, I'm expecting him bending down and you get tail, floo-loo-loo-loo-loo. Like
that would be
between,
cool.
like if his coat's like split, like more like a trench, and he's just got this long tail in the back.
Right?
And then you're just like, I'm not staring at your ass, I'm actually staring at your tail.
Unlike Sephiroth's, where half the time I'm kind of like, you should have a split in the back because it actually makes it easier to move. When
Crouch and move.
Yeah, I'm like, hi.
Oh, it's fine. Crack, crack?
Crack? Crack?
Crack!
He broke the water.
Whoa! I didn't know water made that sound. It turned it into ice. Oh, God!
What?
I don't have just water powers, I have temperature powers. Or I can move water into any of its states. Why not just steam it off then?
No, but that's hot. That's Phoenix.
Turn it into fog. But you're not cold, you're just water. It's fine.
What?
The entire puddle is ice. It froze so fast it made a cracking sound, and in fact, it actually damaged the
road.
paving underneath it because it froze so quickly in the spaces. It just expanded everywhere. That's fine.
That's fine. How would you like to go ice skating with me, Smol?
On this little tiny puddle? You're kidding.
Come with me. You have like this little...
In the middle of the street, while traffic could be coming in the middle of the day in summer. Okay, I get that you're trying to be romantic or something. Is this something you dragons do? Is this cultural? If this is cultural, you got me. If it's not, I'm out.
I'm a little lost.
Ice skating? On that
It's
puddle.
this big.
It's about, maybe it's 1 yard across. We'd have to stand we'd have to stand ballroom pose, and then our feet would just fit.
Yes, excellent.
Perfect.
And then you just go in
Turn
circles.
Okay, then you're in a circle like a wind-up doll. Like a little musical doll. It's that one, those little Christmas-like sculptures.
That's
where they
what
just
the
turn in
sound,
a
the
circle.
background music's for. We've been leading up to this whole game, revealing that Smol is actually a wind-up doll.
A wind-up doll, little music box dancer. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, God. Okay.
I love it. All right, on that. But we don't have any skates. It's okay, I'll make you skates out of ice.
I can. I'll stick them on your footies. Oh, right. I almost...
He looks so concerned. Dylan touches his hands to my shoes while he's down there. While I'm down here. Just reaches over, touches my shoes.
While I'm down here, is there anything else you'd like me to do? Hello.
We just staring at him, reaching for our shoes, going, whoa, suddenly my sneakers are really, really cold.
Ow! Dylan, huh?
I'm
not a dragon!
Yes. All right.
He's like, oh God, I can't get this off. Phoenix is gonna show up.
I can remove heat from water, but I can't add heat to water. No! Going, technically, if you're just changing the state of the water's changing its own temperature. But, like, can you imagine just suddenly, like, I just form this ice case around your feet, and you're just like, that's really damn cold, my dude. Wow! Hi.
Like, I have to tell you, even for the most, like, average of sneakers, I'm pretty sure I would feel that through my personal
Also,
soles,
if
like,
you
of my
didn't
feet,
strengthen
like
the ice with something, so I don't know if you watched the knife channel, like the sharpest knife made out of everything.
Kiwami Japan!
It's a great channel, but if you don't strengthen the ice, standard ice without any impurities in it is pretty brittle. And you need thoughtful impurities in it, like some kind of a fiber, like, you know, cotton or like polyfill or something like that. Anyway, so we would stand up on these things and they would shatter and we would just get dropped onto the ground. It'd be another beautiful clumsy protag moment. Anyway, ice forms around them. As in literal skates made of ice. But do they have wheels on them that are made of ice? Whoa.
Because the thing is, the skates are different than
blades. My sneakers are gonna be really wet when this melts.
But
wow, that was really amazing. Did you just pull the water out of the air?
And now me.
Crouched down there, still staring up at you. Reaches to his own shoes.
Very earnestly.
Boink, boink. And you're just like, the pedal is still an arm span, and that's it.
That's it.
It's
What are we?
My dude. Dylan makes his own ice skates, and voila! He has them on his feet.
Again! Voila! So after he makes his own ice skates, he makes them again! Voila! So one of the things that's always made me laugh is that sometimes, so I apologize, this is probably this is a matter of potential, like, English humor aimed at people who don't speak English.
Which is not the intention.
No, this is not the intention, but going, like, normally in the way that I have ever read books, so this is my education, so I suppose this is kind of classist of me for sure.
How classist of you.
Oh, damn! I should
Raise your pinky while you say it.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Okay, go ahead.
But I've just spoken, like, so you usually say, voila! Dylan has made ice skates. Not you go, Dylan makes ice skates, and voila! You know, it's
redundant.
It's very redundant.
So I've actually encountered it in really just like normal American books written by native English speakers, Americans, where they will describe in their teen fantasy novel, this thing happens, and then the way they pace it, it feels like then it happens again.
Right? The way they parse out basically the language where you're going like, okay, so I read this thing, and then suddenly there's this weird additive on the end where you're like, that was completely unnecessary, and if you'd flip the sentence, I saw what you were trying to do, you just went, I'm gonna be clever and do it differently.
And it didn't work. Anyway.
Yes. Ready, Smol?
Okay.
Wait.
But I warn you, we are in the middle of a road and cars could come. Plus,
honk!
Wearing ice skates on ice is very unusual in the summer for humans. Very unusual.
Why were we forced to do this?
I'm not much of a skater. This is just what happened.
I see. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I will skate right out in front of your thing so your boss can see you calming down on the ice in front of his tiny shop.
No. You've got me. You've got Dylan.
Can I just hold on to your horns if I'm gonna fall down?
You've got Dylan.
You've got Dylan. Okay. Here goes me trying to move at all on them as I try to walk teeteringly. Honestly, ice skates aren't that bad to walk on.
No, they're really
If you're familiar with them at all. It's a pretty wide base, but it can be very hard if you're not familiar, especially if you've never worn heels or anything, because it does change your center of gravity.
Yes.
Like, they're not so hard to balance on as much as they really change your center of gravity.
Yes.
All right.
So it's a little bit different.
As well as,
but if you've ever, like...
you can't roll your feet the same.
Yes.
So that makes it harder. Anyway, here goes. As I walk over to the puddle, wading out onto the frozen puddle.
Wading?
Oh my god, so the water above it is about about 12 inches deep, and we just wade through it to the ice underneath it.
What?
So wading is through?
Wading is through, okay.
I take my first step. As far as I know, that's wading. It's like pushing your way. We're gonna check the definition of wading because we like to be accurate on this channel.
Oh yeah, we're completely
Super
accurate. Wading, wades or waded, to walk in or through water or something else that similarly impedes normal movement.
Yeah, because you can
To
wade
cross
through
or
grass.
pass through water, for example, with difficulty. Wade a swift creek. You can also wade through grass. You can also
Yes.
wade through sand.
You can wade through laundry when you've got it piled in your room.
So awkward.
But I'm just like, what are we wading through to get out onto the frozen puddle?
Hey, Wade, we're wading through
Oh
Wades.
God! There's 900 Deadpool. Excuse me. Just wade through.
Excuse me. Deadpool, I'm sorry, am I here? What?
Oh, look at me! Oh,
Ah.
ice! I love it. Beautiful. And take my first step, then another. Okay, so far so good. The water's not too deep, and I can feel my skates on the ice below it. And whoa!
Small.
Dylan catches my waist to steady me because my
Because
arm's
what else?
flinging out. Where's any indication that maybe he should grab one of them as they papped him in the face as he came
Nope,
in?
I'm gonna grab your waist, which actually potentially might throw you more off balance. Because what's the top heaviest part of you right now?
It's more like your shoulder area.
Like that's the thing about grabbing kind of like your arms or like trying to grab somebody's shoulders. Like,
Yep. Your waist, so that I fall over horribly into his arms.
It's because I'm strong.
It's okay. He wades out into the water as well.
Hi! Both wastedly. Are you all right?
Oh yeah, tripping and falling into someone's arms is totally fine for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is so embarrassing. Not only am I wearing ice skates that are now filled with water because I waded into it, but I'm not going to give it up. I just won't.
I get it. I'm like, why did you say wait?
My pants are wet, and now I've fallen into your arms and sort of smacked you in the face because I was flailing and trying to catch myself. And we are still in the middle of the street, and I do worry about cars. Plus, we're like 2 doors down from my boss's shop. I feel like he's going to see me and be like, oh my God, Small, what are you doing? You should be going home if you're sick. Otherwise, I'm just angry and assumptive.
Remember, you're not walking anymore.
Really? Are you sure? I forgot.
I was being serious.
I'm
You're
sorry.
gliding.
Are you sure what I was doing was gliding?
I was gliding. Falling with style.
Buzz Lightyear shoofing along. It's
Fine.
fine. I can do it.
It's wading with style.
He's swimming through, dog paddling with his wings out. It's fine. You can do this.
It's possible.
Was I gliding? Am I gliding?
You need to move your feet out in a V shape.
Oh no, are we gonna get actual ice skating lessons?
Honestly, it would be really
In
funny.
the middle of the street, in the middle of summer? Holding my hands, because he released my waist, grows 4 more arms, so he can hold onto my waist and my hands. It's fine.
I mean, if he has wings, he would technically have
More
arms, like 6
4
limbs.
6 limbs. So he just pulls out 2 more arms so that he can hold on to you with his hands.
Oh, that's
with his
what the
hands.
extra waistcoat is. Like, he gently unbuttons the front of it, and another arm comes shoofing out, and you kind of go,
Oh,
wow!
I see.
And he reaches out and goes, pep. Excuse me.
I will hold on to you. I will show you how to do this. It's
Please,
fine.
your hands.
And so your waist is supported and your hands are supported, and you're like, I feel very supported. My feet are still freezing like death, but it's okay. He seems to be getting used to the whole physical contact thing.
Right, because
I guess now that all 4 of his hands are on me.
So unfortunately, though, one of the reasons I also strongly don't like the fact that they've decided to code Dylan, and again, I understand this is fantasy, just for me, is going like, there is a level of where sometimes you really go, I don't entirely always enjoy reading about characters who are culturally unaware, and then you sort of force things on them to get them to figure stuff out, like physical contact. Because sometimes it really is just like, that's not, I'm sorry, my bro, that's not just a no homo response, that is a stop physically harassing me response, which is very different, or whatever it is, you know?
Smol continuing to point out how culturally ignorant he is, and then invalidating him at every turn is a little frustrating, I will say.
Yes.
It's just frustrating. If he can learn to get over that, maybe I can learn to ice skate. That is not a comparable.
Holy
oh my
shit!
gosh.
That is so totally
comparable at all. Wow!
Oh yeah, because physical contact is incredibly necessary. Lots of other cultures around the world.
What?
What?
What? We don't hardly ever touch each other. unless we're family or very close to each other. Excuse you?
We actually respect strangers.
Which you guys basically are to each other.
Which is not to say that cultures don't change. That's fine. But accelerating it, like going one person who's a fictional character and going, see, this is the one place and this is the one problem. This is the one bad guy and we've defeated him. And all problems ever are done now.
Now capitalism is solved. It was really just the one man all along.
Oh, yes.
Hey, look. There are kids coming over to skate too. Strangely, in the middle of summer. They just see what we're
They're
doing.
all prepared and they all have ice blades.
Right?
Aha!
They're just like running out of the woodwork. They're just sitting inside doing their homework, playing in the park, swinging on swings, everything, and suddenly they're just like, my ice alert has gone off, and they run for their skates. And they come just dashing out like, it's 90 degrees outside, but we are ice skating.
It's not at all like the little kids that came up to the fence to us yesterday and we're like, what are you doing?
Okay, so kids in my neighborhood, if there was suddenly an ice puddle, they'd be there with their tennis shoes. Now, I grew up, I don't want to say ghetto, but I grew up very poor, okay? And in very poor neighborhoods where everybody rented and the trailer park was next door to, you know, the like apartments and everything like that. And everything was in, you know, disrepair except for that one person who took care of their house, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it really was the thing of, it was a big deal to be able to order pizza for people at all because everything was like, you know, expensive.
Yeah.
Pizza is expensive. You do pizza night once a month because it's expensive.
By the way, stuff is
Anyway,
expensive.
What you have is not people running to get their ice skates and ice skate with you. You have them running out in their bad, worn out tennis shoes and skidding across it and having a great time. And we did that, believe you me.
Right? Smol, you need to focus or...
I'm going to fall on you, Pep, and I'll drag you down with me. Except for you can't. Whoops! I'm losing my balance again! It's okay though, because he can literally just freeze our skates to the thing, and there's no reason he would fall unless he's volunteering, because there's water everywhere. Ah! Instinctively, I grab the only thing I can get a hold of.
Chain! And then it slides off. We go, no!
I reach out and I grab his what is the like
What?
his neck piece, the fluffy stuff.
Oh, his ascot.
Thank you. I grab his. I don't know if that's actually like a style of ascot or not, but
It's
anyways.
a style of ascot.
Anyway, I grab his like silver necklace and his ascot as I fall horribly to the side.
Oh, God.
But also, this is assuming he's not touching me anymore. Because if he's holding my hands, which he was doing, then I reach for something, I let go of the hands that are securely holding me, so I can reach for something to grab while I'm falling. This is what literally happened.
It's very
fine.
silly.
And then I just tear this off of him, and he's like, no, I am exposed. And then there's more of the same joke. Dylan's shirt.
We're really just trying to strip him.
You're kidding. What is this? This is an episode of Hey.
Whoa.
Which shirt? He's got on like the shirt is really like under a vest.
I
and
know, like
a
you
jacket.
gotta
The
get
fall was amazing though. I loved that.
Oh.
Why would he fall too? He's literally got control of the element we're standing on.
Don't worry.
Are you hurt?
Oh, I'm fine.
I
That's
allowed
just a knee.
myself to fall to join you
Into my kidney.
in your Dragon Slayer / human practices.
You don't realize how strong you are. When Dragon Slayer Princess applies power or strength or anything against a dragon, they all explode.
You know why Dragon Slayers are so good? Because we are compelled to agree with them. And we're not going to tell you that, but it's true. I have made an action that suggests you should fall with me. I will fall with you. Done!
I'm also like, are we vaguely going, hang on, is this a Beastars thing?
Being compelled to be prey. You are compelled to be a predator.
Done! Done!
Then why are you frowning like that?
Because I
have fallen on top of you and it's
I'm
inappropriate.
Gonna pee my pants. You nailed me in the kidney.
Ow.
Oh!
Damn. 5 neighborhood kids. Oh, look, it's a dog pile.
Going further. Oh!
Oh, God.
No.
I destroyed my elbow, but damn, you look really cute. Maybe I could just lay my face next to yours and not die.
Huff, huff. I have a sudden urge to kiss you.
I have just hurt
For
myself,
some.
dude. I landed on my ass
I'm
really
gonna
hard
pee myself.
because I feel I'm bad at falling. Plus, we're also in 6 to 8 inches of water that I had to wade through. I am soaked through my groin, up my thighs. My ass is frozen, my dude.
Your whole backside is ruined,
I am not.
actually.
I'm not feeling the urge to kiss you. What I'm feeling is cold and also like this sort of like
damp.
It's moist.
Feeling very
moist. I'm having this problem where I'm above the ice and water, I am hot in a 90-degree day and kind of sweaty, and the rest of me is so cold I want to screech.
I just I just really want to kiss you.
You
You
might.
let me kiss you?
We're in water. It's just where all the dragons do all romantic things. All water dragons. Can't help it.
What do you think I should do? What?
About your own desires, you should probably ask
I mean,
what I want. Also, you
okay,
should
the thing
probably
is, what
stand
do
us
you
up.
think I should do is not what.
What do you want?
What do you want?
It's not like
I mean,
I said,
like,
it's
like this is a weird level of like steppy aroundy communication. While I
Indirect.
appreciate the communication, it's still weird.
What do you think I should do? Kiss me? You should get up. You should. Don't kiss me. We should go all the way. Just get up, my dude. Just get up.
Besides, how do you even know that dragons get up?
Go.
Hey.
Looks at him, sultry, gently reaches up to his face. You should get up. Him. Okay, I'll stand.
Hi, of
Her.
course.
Small. Hi. No, I was going for the full thing all the way.
All right. What do you? I don't like. I've been baffled as to these last few ones. Like Phoenix's was really weird.
Yeah.
His is really strange, and I'm like, Rise is gonna get even dumber. I have
Yeah.
a feeling. I'm like, I am slowly losing this. But anyway, so since we're actually getting down to that time, we're gonna leave you on a cliffhanger. So if you think we should kiss him, you get to guess what we're gonna do because we're gonna keep going. But you have to deal. Oh, I mean spoilers. So anyway, thank you very, very much for joining us, guys. If you like what we do, like I said earlier, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you also want to more directly support us, please
Feel free
Please.
to scoot on over to our Patreon
free
or our Ko-Fi and to find us on Twitter or Tumblr or places like that. Also, we love comments, all that kind of thing. And in the meantime, while we are all isolated indoors, please take care of yourselves.
Please communicate, and especially right now, I know we've talked about it before, it is more difficult now, so communication is more important than ever. Like, there is more, basically, I guess, allowance of kind of like letting some things slide, but some of the things I think is really like more communication and also more willingness to forgive, I think.
When you can't walk away from something, relationship dynamics work very, very differently. So take care of each other out there.
Absolutely. So I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you.
Bye!